Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So V-Jump leaks have surfaced online, and with that, we now know the next two Sparking units that will be coming into the game. And they are none other than, I guess I should call it a Big Getty Star movie version of Super Saiyan Goku, and a brand new Sparking Turles. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to ever see a brand new Turles, but lo and behold, here we are with a brand new Turles. But anyway, the scan is thanks to DB_Legends_JPN on Twitter, but the translations of the scan are thanks to Goresh, so shouts to him. But it says, Turles increases enemy switch count and delays their ki recovery. Special move is the Calamity Blaster. His ultimate arts increases his ki recovery and increases damage dealt to the enemy. He excels in technical combat. And it says, Goku does extra damage versus regeneration. Every time he uses a Strike Arts card, he increases the power of his special move. His special move is the Dragon Destruction Fist that approaches the enemy at high speed. Okay. I'm still shook at the fact that, we're getting a brand new Turles, but it's absolutely safe to say that these two units will be working with sagas from the movies. I'm pretty sure that you can get Goku to work on, obviously, Sun Family, Super Saiyan, and whatnot, but obviously these two units come from movies, so maybe they're trying to bring that tag back into some sort of relevancy. Again, that tag used to be pretty solid until we finally had a solid counter against Bojack, so it's kind of died down a bit, but sagas from the movies still does have some pretty powerful units on that tag, so maybe these two will be able to help out somehow, some way. But starting with Turles, he increases the enemy switch out count and delays their ki recovery. So that's already sounding like some sort of saboteur. And even at that, like Goresh also says that he excels in technical combat. So I don't think he's going to be focused on, I guess, blast or strike even. And it doesn't sound like anything of the sort of him being a defensive type. So he might be support. I'm not too sure. But I'm hoping that at the very least with the enemy switch out count, it's something solid, right? Because if you're able to keep, for example, let's say you're going up against God Ki or whatever, right? And Vegeta Blue just swapped out and you throw a Turles in, then hopefully it'll keep him out just a little bit longer. Because the last thing that we're all trying to do is deal with Vegeta Blue any more than we already have to. So if it gives it a good amount of time for him to be locked away, that will always be a good thing. And of course, it also says to delay their ki recovery. This could be either a good or a mediocre perk, and because obviously people use techniques such as sidestepping, charge stepping, right, where you slowly but surely gain ki per, I guess, every execution of the tactic, right? But if you delay their ki recovery, it could potentially hinder that to the point where you may not be able to recover your ki, and since their card are, draw speed is still the same, I'm pretty sure they will still get cards, but since your ki recovery is being hindered, even if you do the technique, you may not be able to follow up anyway. So I'm not too sure. Again, it could be beneficial because it can cut somebody's combos short, but if it's not too prominent, then it doesn't really matter, if you see where I'm coming from. So this could be a perk that's either hit or miss, but only time will tell. His special move is the Calamity Blaster, and this is something that has me kind of thrown off because honestly, if you see his card art, I was going to assume that his special move would have been the Kill Driver, because again, in the card art, he's using Kill Driver, but it says it's the Calamity Blaster. We have no details on the type of damage or effects that move actually gives out, but that leads me to believe that his ultimate attack may be Kill Driver. One or the other, we'll find out sooner or later. But apart from that, it says his ultimate arts increases his ki recovery and increases damage dealt to the enemy. So I think that's a pretty basic perk. It's nothing really too special. His ki recovery will always be good, so that's at least good, while in the process being able to cripple the opponent's ki recovery. Again, I guess that's good. And it increases his damage dealt to the enemy. Those are perks that have been in the game before, so nothing too special. but I guess we'll find out in due time. I honestly, I think the thing that I'm really focused on is I want to see if he has Kill Driver in his kit or not, but I'm actually perfectly fine with him having Calamity Blaster, so there's that. And then we move on to Goku. So, one, I was really not expecting this Goku at all. This is a version of Super Saiyan Goku that is completely from left field. Again, this is from a specific scene in the Big Yeti Star movie where Super Saiyan Goku dashes towards Metacooler and breaks off the left side of his body with this move. That's what this is from. And again, this is extremely from left field. I was never expecting this version of Goku to be in the game, but lo and behold, we're getting him. Anyway, he does extra damage to regen. That is not a bad perk, but regen is nowhere near as prominent as they were, right? Because regen has never really been a bad tag, or especially, you know, recently. And I don't think they're bad now even, but they're not on the top tier anymore. They're not God Key, they're not future, you know? So, well, actually, I guess this would have the benefit of if this Goku goes up against the likes of, for example, Fuse Zamasu, then maybe, because he's a regen unit, but obviously against other regen units as well, like he'd probably excel at, but regen is not in the meta right now, so that's a team you're not really going to see like that. But I mean, at least they have a perk, and just in case if they do release some new regen units, then maybe this Goku will have a bit more viability. Right now it's sounding kind of shaky, but it also does say that every time he uses a strike art, he increases the power of his special move. Now, this depends on how long the effects actually last, because it could last for a few seconds, it could last for the entire match, but cap out at like a certain percentage, but that would be extremely easy to acquire, right? Because getting strike arts cards is fairly common, right? So it just depends on how long the effect actually lasts for, or maybe after you use the special move, then maybe the effects go away until you restock up on, you know, the multiplier for the damage. However that works out, it's not too bad. Again, not really unique, but it's still something. So there's that. And then of course they talk about the move, you know, the Dragon Destruction Fist. They really could have come up with a much better name. Like, not every punch move in the game needs to have the term Dragon Fist in it. I don't know, but it's called the Dragon Destruction Fist. I mean, I still think it's a cool looking move, but they could have definitely called it something else. But all in all, that is the V-Jump scan. I apologize for doing this scan late. I normally knock these out the moment they drop, but I was extremely tired last night. But I do want to know what you guys think about this Turles and this Goku in the comment section below. Are you guys excited? Do you guys not really care? Or whatever the case may be. And do you think that they really should change Goku's move from Dragon Destruction Fist to anything else? And do you think that Calamity Blaster should have been Turles' ultimate attack instead of the potential chance of it being Kill Driver? Again, let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.